Hello Whovians, how are you all doing today, and welcome to this brand new video on all things Doctor Who. So today I'm Aaron and I will be talking about the best episodes in Doctor Who's history. Episodes that need to be recognised, that are recognised, that are simply brilliant. So without further ado, roll titles. A quick disclaimer before I get into this video: the episodes I'm picking are very optional, so if you like them, if you don't, tell me below in the comments, as I'm very interested in hearing. So, the first episode I have to talk about today is The Twin Dilemma. Now, this episode is Colin Baker's regeneration story, and this story is a fantastic regeneration story, honestly. And this also has some of the best kid actors of all time. Colin Baker, his regeneration effect is absolutely hilariously great. Penny is so useful in this story, and it's such a cool story, and the monster is so cool. Such a good continuation after Caves of Androzani, and my god, is this story interestingly good. I cannot talk about the Twin Dilemma anymore. So, without further ado, let's move on. Next, we have Underworld. Now, Underworld is commonly known as one of the episodes that has some of the best green screen effects of all time. Now, the green screen is simply brilliant. Tom Baker gives an actual brilliant performance in general, but the villains and the story really stands out, and the characters are some of the best in Who's history. But as I said, the thing that makes it stand out is the green screen, and Underworld is just simply a story everyone needs to see. Oh, everyone needs to see the story, guys. It's a gem. Next, we have one of the most definitive Fifth Doctor stories of all time. This story is just simply clever, brilliant, and a great continuation of the very big episode before it. So without further ado, we're going to talk about Time Flight. Now, this story, it's pretty decent. It's such a good story, and the Master and the Doctor are great in this, and it's one of the best Master stories you'll ever see in your entire life. It really is, guys, because the Master actually these weird spells and voodoo stuff in this, and it's so good. Peter Davison is awesome, and it's just so good, guys. It really is. Let's move on. The next story is one of Colin Baker's best stories as the Doctor. This story is simply awesome, and it is a great exit for his Doctor, and the story I'm talking about today is Time and Varani. Now, Time and Varani is one of them stories where Colin Baker's regeneration stands out, honestly, and when Sylvester McCoy comes in, it's even better. This story has fantastic effects, it simply is brilliant, and it's just such a good story. The creatures are awesome, and this story stands out, and Time and Legacy. Guys, this story is fun. It's just an awesome story that we all need to see, and I know Adam Fishwick loves this story. It's his favourite story of all time, and trust me, I'm telling the truth there. So without further ado, this is Time and Varani. Now, the story we have to talk about now is Love and Monsters, as well as Fear Her. Now, these two episodes are simply brilliant. Love and Monsters is one of the best aliens you're ever going to see in Doctor Who, and Fear Her is just so good. The drawing aspects and everything about it's oh god, it's good. Let's move on now to a whole season's worth of episodes, and this is Season 6. Now, Season 6 has some really good episodes, but the ones that really stand out, in my opinion, are the Wedding River Song, as well as Let's Go Hitler. Now, these stories stand out, because the Wedding River Song, it's just brilliant, like, it's perfect. More River, messed up timeline, great writing. The writing is superb, and Moffat really does prove how to write a good story. Same as Let's Go Hitler, a good story. The Forest of the Night. Now, this episode is in Season 8, and my god, The Forest of the Night is a superb episode. The kid supporters are brilliant. The threat is amazing. The stories are there. This episode is like gripping through life for Doctor Who, and it's one of the Doctor Who's best episodes ever. It is, believe me guys, it's brilliant. It's so good. But the last two I have to talk about today are so big, so good that any Doctor Who fan needs to love these episodes because they're so good. So this number 2 spot is, you'll love this, you will, Hellbent. Now, Hellbent is an episode and a half, guys. Hellbent is brilliant. Clara returns. Oh, we all love Clara, don't we? More of Clara. Oh, we have Gallifrey for 10-15 minutes. That is such a good timing to have Gallifrey on, guys. So good. Oh my god, the talents in this episode and the cameos for all the reasons we have them, and oh my god, and how they reuse season 4 tactics are so good, and how they change the war games in Hellbent is so good as well. Oh my god, Hellbent is so good. So good. Next, the final story I have in this list is a treasure. It's beautiful, it's perfect, it's great, it's a classic. We all need to see this, don't we? We do. We all need to see it, obviously. And oh god, the story I'm talking about today is The Gunfighters. Now this is one of the best Hartnell stories you'd ever see. It's got amazing accents, and the American accents are incredible. The story's there. You really care about the characters, always. Dodo is incredible. Stephen is good. The logic is fantastic. We care. Why am I saying this about this pile? I'm sorry for language of shit. Guys, the stories I've just talked about, you should not watch them or think they're good. The Gunfighters is one of the worst episodes you'll ever see in your entire existence. That is bad. Let's Go Hit is bad. The Wedding Room Song is complete awful. Underworld is why. And my god. Time Flight's not that bad actually, but still not good. And the Twin Dilemma is actually quite enjoyable, but still not good. And Time of Ronnie, I actually quite enjoy it, but it's still not good, not at all. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you all later. See ya.